This is section 4.2, day 2, unit rates and proportional reasoning. Today we're going to use proportional reasoning to convert between different units. So we gotta start with the word conversion factors. A conversion factor is a rate that equals 1. So for example, 1 inch and 2.54 centimeters are the same. They're the same length. So you can write conversion factors of 1 inch over 2.54 centimeters. Or we could use 2.54 centimeters over 1 inch. Since they are the same measure, these fractions actually equal 1. Even though it doesn't look like it, they actually equal 1 because they're the same exact thing. We use conversion factors to convert between the metric system and the customary system. In America, we generally use the customary system, but most other places in the world use the metric system. So we want to be able to convert back and forth. So you have a conversion table. To read your conversion table, you're going to look at it, and you'll have to find the different sections, so whether we're talking about length or volume or what different section we're talking about, and then find a place where the two things you want to measure or you want to convert between line up. So if we're converting between meters and centimeters, find a place on your length table that has meters and centimeters right next to each other. Please also note that you will not be expected to memorize these. If you have problems like this on a test or a quiz, I will give you those conversions. Some common ones you might want to remember are the metric system because they always go by tens. So there's 10 decameters, 100 millimeters, 100 centimeters, 1,000 millimeters, all those into a meter. So we're going to write a conversion factor you can use to convert to each measure. Please realize there are 4 for every single one of these. So we're just going to write one of those 4. So kilometers to miles. We can look on our conversion chart and find kilometers matched up with miles, or somewhere else we can find miles matched up with kilometers. Whichever one you choose to use, you will get the same answer in the end. So let's say we use 1 mile is equal to 1.609 kilometers. We can write 1 mile over 1.609 kilometers, or we could write 1.609 kilometers over 1 mile. And I will explain which one we will use in each case in a moment. For liters to quarts, we can find a conversion saying that 1 quart is equal to 0.95 liters. So we would write that as 1 quart over 0.95 liters, or we might have to use 0.95 liters over 1 quart. And ounces to grams. 1 ounce is equal to 28.35 grams. So let's write it as 1 ounce over 28.35 grams, or 28.35 grams over 1 ounce. Remember, you could also have used the alternative. So for kilometers to miles, we could have used 1 kilometer is equal to 0.621 miles. For liters to quarts, we could have used 1 liter is equal to 1.06 quarts. And for ounces to grams, we could use 1 gram is equal to 0.035 ounces. All right, now our steps to convert are going to be mixed in with this problem. The mass of a western diamondback rattlesnake is about 6.7 kilograms. How many pounds does the snake weigh? We're going to round to the nearest tenth. So the first step is to find a pair of equivalent measures to use. We want to switch kilograms into pounds. So we got to find one conversion. We're going to use 1 pound is equal to 0.45 kilograms. Then we write the possible conversion factors. As you get better at this, you won't have to write these out at the beginning. So 1 lb is short for pound over 0.45 kilograms. Or we might have to use 0.45 kilograms over 1 pound. Now we're going to write an equation that we can simplify. And I'm going to zoom in for this. For our equation, we're going to start with what we have. We know that snake is 6.7 kilograms. And then always put that over 1. Then we're going to multiply by 1 of our conversion factors. Well, remember that with fractions, we can do cross-canceling. That's kind of how the labels work as well. So I want kilograms to be diagonal from kilograms so that we can cross-cancel that label, which means we're going to be using this one of our conversion factors because it has kilograms on the bottom. So now you notice kilograms cross-cancel. And now we start simplifying this, which is step 4, simplify and round to the nearest tenth. It won't always be to the nearest tenth, but for this example it is. So we multiply straight across, 6.7 times 1 over 1 times 0.45, which is 6.7 over 0.45. 6.7 divided by 0.45 rounds to 14.9. And don't forget our label, we're left with just pounds. There's our answer. So let's try some examples. I'll walk you through a couple and then you'll try a couple on your own. 22 inches is equal to how many centimeters? We start by taking 22 inches over 1 times, we need inches in the bottom here, so we'll want centimeters on the top. Let's use the conversion factor that 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. So the 1 goes with our inches, 2.54 goes with our centimeters. Inches cross-cancel off. 22 times 2.54 is 55.88. 1 times 1 is 1, so 55.88 over 1, which is still 55.88. And our final label is centimeters. So there's our answer. 26.4 pounds to kilograms. So we start off with 26.4 pounds over 1 times, make our next fraction, we want pounds in the bottom so that they will cross cancel, which means our kilograms have to go at the top. Our conversion factor that we just used in the last example said that 1 pound, so it goes with pounds, is 0.45 kilograms, so the 0.45 goes with kilograms. 26.4 times 0.45 is 11.88. Round to 2 decimal places unless it says otherwise. And since we have 1 times 1 on the bottom, it's just 11.88 kilograms is our label. For this third one, we start off with 20.5 ounces. So we're going to write 20.5 ounces over 1 times, we'll need a fraction bar. Ounces has to go on the bottom so that they cross cancel off. And grams will be at the top. Well, our conversion factor says 1 gram is equal to 0.035 ounces. So the 1 goes with the grams, and 0.035 goes with ounces. So now when we do this one, we'll have 20.5 times 1, which is 20.5, divided by 1 times 0.35, which is 0.035. So we have 20.5 divided by 0.035, which is equal to 585.7 grams. All right, try these next 3 on your own. So you've got 500 grams equals how many ounces? 5 kilometers equals how many miles? And 20 liters equals how many quarts? All right, for the first one, we take 500 grams over 1 times. We need grams in the bottom, ounces in the top. Let's use 0.035 ounces equals 1 gram. So we multiply 500 times 0.035, and we get 17.5 ounces. For the second one, we take 5 kilometers over 1 times, we want kilometers in the bottom and miles in the top. We know that 1 kilometer is equal to 0.621 miles. So 5 times 0.621 is 3.105 miles. I know I told you to go 2 decimal places. I don't know why I didn't on this one, sorry. And 20 liters equals how many quarts? 20 liters over 1 times, we need liters in the bottom, quarts in the top. And I know that 1 liter is equal to 1.06 quarts. So 20 times 1.06 is 21.2 quarts. Your assignment is the conversion worksheet. You're just going to do the A column on the whole worksheet front and back.